YouTube, Pheano here. So I'm posting this on two different channels today. This is a deck profile of my Hieroglyph dragons. I'm posting this on my own channel, of course, and also Lithium let me post it on his channel because I let him post his own deck profile on my channel. So a bit of a video swap there. If you guys didn't see that, go check it out on my channel. I will post an annotation on the top, and I'm sure he will do the same on this video on his channel. So yeah, this is my take on the build. He went for more of a combo-y build, and with the new card that just came out, the Counter Trap, I decided to go for more of a controlling route, since I feel like the deck can really kind of set up and just kind of hold a position very well. An extra 3 Solemn Judgments is pretty nice. So let's get into it. The deck profile is, come on, work. We got 3 Geb, 2 Nut, 2 10-foot, 2 Nephthys, 2 Isis, 3 Gods, 2 Maxi, 1 Honest, 3 Gathering, 3 Rejuvenation, 1 Monster Gate, 1 Reborn, 1 Mind Control, 1 Hull, 1 Heavy, 1 MST, 3 Enemy Controllers, 3 Reflections, 2 Warning, 1 Judgment, 1 Torrential, 1 Dust Shoot, and if you're going to be playing this under the new ban list, since it's, I can't go by the new ban list since it isn't on Dueling Network yet, the only change you're going to make to this deck with the new ban list is cut the Dust Shoot for a second Torrential. That's the only real impact to the deck. The sideboard is kind of thrown together. I just kind of looked at what potential matchups would be, what seems like would be a harder matchup, windups, and just what else is in the metagame. We're sideboarding 3 Crow, 3 Valor, the 3rd Maxi, 2 MST, 2 Smashing, 2 Leeching, and 2 Chains. And for the extra deck, we got 2 Ned, 1 Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, 1 Gimmick Puppet, I believe it's called, 1 Thunder End, 1 Atum, 1 Exabeetle, 1 Tiras, I think it's pronounced, 1 Adrius, 1 Queen Dragon, very good card, just came out, 1 Emerald, 1 Chain, 1 Stardust, 1 Boronic, and 1 Catastor. So let's get into the deck of how it works. We got our basic Holy Marker set up here, or Hieroglyph Dragon, however you want to call it. Just all around great cards. They come out very fast, and they get you lots of special summons. Geb is just one of the all-stars of the deck. It special summons you cards 2 different ways. You can do something cool, a lot of cool plays with the enemy controller with him. You can either switch their monster to defense and attack over it. You can attack over the monster, special summon another monster, and then enemy controller to get out another god. And then you also have their other monster now. And from there you can, make an Ed. Best card in the deck. That's your goal in the deck, to get him out. I only put in 2 Nuts just kind of to have in here. It's just nice having another 4-star that you can summon. The deck's really lacking in that. It only has the 2 right now. So just the option's nice. You could probably go to 1 since you can search it out very easily with Gathering, another one of the best cards in the deck. I also like 10-foot just because it's, again, another great monster that you can just summon out. And it's big. It goes to work. And the same thing with Nephthys and Isis. They're just really fast. And if you only have 1 god out, Isis is just really good at getting you to that position where you can get an Ed out. And, Nephthys is just good, nice and fast. And, you got your 3 gods here, pretty staple in the deck. You special summon it with pretty much all of your monsters. 2 Maxis just to deal with windup since they're obnoxious. You could probably go to 3. I decided 2. If you want to go to 3, cutting this space would be a good choice for that. I just kind of threw it in there just because, it's just a good card. Honest, pretty much all your guys are light except for Maxi and whatever you might XYZ into. Gathering, pretty simple. Search out anything in the deck. Super Rejuvenation, probably one of the best cards in the entire deck. You can just play it at the end of your turn and draw a bunch of cards because you're doing so many combos. You can set it and your opponent will Mystical Space Typhoon it, and you'll be like, okay, chain, and, do some craziness with the enemy controller during their turn, steal their monster, prevent them from doing a Synchro or an XYZ, and then special summon out one of your gods, and then get to draw a card at the end of your turn. It's just a really, really good card. It really ties together the strategy nicely. Monster Gate, just a really generally good card in the deck. It goes very well with all your tributes, and they don't miss timing with it. And all these here are just staples: Reborn, Control, Hole, Heavy, MST. Enemy Controller, another great tribute card in the deck. It goes to work a lot. It switches their guys to defense, so you can run over them with your Geb. It lets you steal their monsters so they can't... it's basically a combo breaker in that case. Or you can steal their monster and make a big play of your own. Push for extra damage, make a Synchro and XYZ that you couldn't before, get out your God. It does a lot of cool stuff in the deck. Another one of the best cards in the deck, Reflections. It's a Solemn Judgment just for them. It's really, really good. It allows the deck to go for control when it otherwise couldn't, because you have to worry about Heavy Storm and Mystical Space Typhoon getting rid of all your back rows. So you can really easily just kind of set up a position that your opponent can't break, and you'll just stop everything they do. Great card. And the rest of the traps are pretty staple. Nothing to really explain about them. They're all really good. The sideboard, this whole first chunk here is dedicated mostly to the wind-ups. You really need to stop them turn one before they kind of do all their craziness, because if you can't, you're going to lose. The Space Typhoons, just in case you're up against something that sets as much as you do, it's nice having that option. The Smashings are for like things that play big monsters, like, say, the Rabbit decks. You really want to kill off those Evils or XYZs. The Leeching Light is for, Life Swarms and Agents, though they're not that high in play anymore. And, Agents are going to go down more with the ban list, but not too much, because, they're in the TCG, they're only losing 2 cards, whereas the OCG, they're losing 4 cards, because they did play the TG Striker. But, we're playing Honest over here, so it's not going to make too much of an impact, but enough that it will go down and play a little bit. And the Chains, just to deal with anything that's obnoxious, like, say, Rabbit, Tour Guide, anything that wind-ups play. Just a good card. More control. And the extra deck, Aned, that's your main guy. You want to get him out as soon as possible. Neo Galaxy can just kind of come out randomly and win you the game. If your opponent has something that, has materials on it, then you can just summon him, get in a crap load of attacks, and they just kind of lose out of nowhere. And it's a great just come out of nowhere and win card. Number 15, again, another card that can just kind of come out of nowhere and just deal a bunch of damage to them and just really ruin their board position. Thunder End, just if you need to do, if you don't have all the stuff to tribute for the Aned, you can just make a Thunder End and just wipe the board. Atom isn't something that's going to come into play very often. It's mainly there just in case. The 2 rank 6s are just here just in case. One for consistency, one for removal. Because really the only way you're making them is if you somehow get out both 10-foots, or if you Mind Control or Monster Reborn something, or Enemy Control or something. That's really something that's important to realize with the deck, is you have more than just the Enemy Controller and Monster... just more than just the Mind Control and the Monster Reborn for getting out like random stuff that you usually wouldn't have, because you also have the enemy controllers. Stealing is something you're going to be doing quite a bit in this deck with. And then we have a couple decent rank 5s, Tyrus and Udris. Nothing to really explain there. They're just really good. Queen is really good. This is going to see a lot of play, I'm expecting. I'm definitely going to be picking up a play set when it comes out. It does a lot of great stuff in Dragon decks, getting back your Red Eyes Darkness Metal. In this deck, it gets you back, your God, and just half your monsters here it gets you back. Maybe you made a Stardust or not Veronica. For some reason, I thought that was a dragon. Probably because it says dragon in the name. Got a little messed up there, but in the Chaos Dragons, it's going to be amazing. You can go late game with this. If you're not doing the Love of All chain play, you can go Rabbit into double Alexandrite and then get back your Red Eyes Darkness Metal and do more craziness with it. It's only till the end of the turn, I believe that it's... Yeah. During this turn, you can't do all those things. So it's just really, really good. Gets you lots of stuff that is just good. And then we have Emerald and Chain, just two of the best rank 4s in the game, getting you tons of consistency and +1, search into whatever you need, draw extra cards, put something in your grave you need, though that's not as relevant in this deck. It's really only going to matter if you, say, need to reborn something, but most of the time you're just going to be stacking something on top of your deck that you might need. Usually you're going to be going into Emerald and Dragoon, but you're not making them often anyway, since you only have a couple level 4s. It's mainly, again, just in case the enemy controller, mind control, or monster born something. And same goes for all these synchros here, just in case mind control, monster born, or enemy control or something. Most of the time, you're just going to be making rank 8s. That's what this deck really has a knack for pumping out, since you can just summon a whole bunch of gods. Aside from that, the rest are just there for the stealing stuff. So that's the deck. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the corresponding channel to this video of whoever's channel you're not watching it on right now, and subscribe to the other person, whether it's me or Lithium. Go subscribe to them. And here's my channel here. Make sure you guys go check it out. I got lots of great content, strategy videos, deck profiles, card reviews, set reviews, news on the game, and my thoughts on the game. That's what most people like to watch my channel for, just my thoughts, because I am very good at giving in-depth analysis on the game. Like my YouTube fan page on Facebook, add me on my own personal Facebook, check out my eBay store, and follow me on my Twitter and on my blog. Peace, YouTube!